Sallallahu Alaihi Alhaina Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Hamashiach wa Malaki Bashim Harawak Kakudash Barakatham, the water of Babal Kwam Yasharam. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone and teachers daily. To the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and city Shalom. Today we're gonna get into this video, and it's basically talking about, it's a summary of how the other nations feel about the United States, basically. And it's basically summing up that they noticing all the wicked bullshit that's going on over here. So it's not going unnoticed at all. As a matter of fact, with that being said, let me get a scripture, because I just want to point out one thing. If you notice, Esau, Edom, aka Babylon the Great, aka the United States of America, they are the only one. They are the only country pushing this proud people shit. I just want y'all to notice that. I'm sure you already know, but this scripture pertains to it, and it's all, the end game is to target the Israelites. They can go around it all they want to and try to seem like it's just a matter of circumstance. No, it's not. All this wickedness Esau is doing today is targeted at the Israelites. They just want to make it seem like, oh, it's everybody. No, it's not. It's like snakes on a plane theory. You know, you got one, if y'all seen that movie, Samuel Jackson. It started out as a witness to a murder, got on a plane to fly to the trial. And in order to eliminate him, they wanted to bring the whole plane down, so it wouldn't be so obvious, you know. That's what they're doing with the Israelites, but they stating that, oh, everybody got to get this jab, and everybody got to do this. No, it's for the Israelites, trust me, who destroys their own kingdom for nothing. But this is the rest of Esther, chapter 13, verse 5. Seeing then we understand that this people alone is continually in opposition unto all men. Esau, the United States, differing in a strange manner of their laws, proud people, Ukraine, take the jab, all these bullshit ass laws, and evil affected to our state, working all the mischief they can, that our kingdom may not be firmly established. See what I'm saying? We are the end game, primary target. They'll never admit to it though. That's how proud Esau is, and stupid as well. But let's go ahead and grab this video. Now, the name of this video is American Children Are Raised Wrong in Many Ways. Now, this guy here is Shahid Bolson, exposing the debauchery and licentiousness of Western culture. Let's see what he says.
You don't raise your children the way we do. I mean, a 9-year-old boy in Gaza is more of a man than a 25-year-old in America.
Stop right there. You get a scripture. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 37. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. Talking about a miracle. Yeah, they already, yeah, look at all these, I don't know what to call them. Shit, they're not men. And he's right, because these people are entitled, privileged, And if it's not in their phone, they don't give a damn about what's going on in the rest of the earth. See what else he got.
You prolong adolescence to an absurd degree. You don't prioritize maturity, but at the same time, you sexualize your children very early. I mean, you've got like third graders twerking, and singing explicit song lyrics, and then you put that on social media for everyone to see.
Because they wanted to spread. Yeah. Everybody owns to America, man. That's why anybody dealing with America. They see the devils that's really here. Let me see what I got. Job chapter 15, verse 35. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth mischief. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, who knoweth us? They think people ain't noticing that they are the devils that the Bible speaks of. Let's go. See what else we got.
You're teaching kindergartners about sex, masturbation, about homosexuality and transgenderism. You think that prepubescent children can decide to have their genitals removed before they even know what they're actually for.
True. And they're insisting on this. Now let's get a couple of scriptures. See what happens if you get your genitals removed. And all this they promote wickedness because they know the Lord ain't with this. But they don't give a damn because the Lord is not with them. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1. He that is wounded in the stones or have his privy member cut off shall not enter the congregation of the Lord. The stones are your balls. The privy member is your rod. Now, if this is a God-fearing nation, why do they insist on pushing laws and protocols that's totally against the Bible? Because they are liars. They're pushing people to be sodomites and whatnot. Check this out. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. They know this. That's why they're trying to turn you out, so the Lord will destroy you along with them. See what else I got. See what else he got, bro.
You put little girls in beauty contests and try to turn them into, miniature Beyoncés and Cardi B's singing about WAP. I mean, 12%, I saw a study, 12% of 12-year-olds in the U.S. are already sexually active at 12. Now, 6.5% of them had actually already engaged in anal sex by the age of 12.
See, that's what Esau wants. That's what he loves, because he's profane outside the temple. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. You think because they ain't got punished yet, the Lord's not going to punish them. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. See, they're trying to push it off as homosexuality as being a good thing. No. The Lord gonna get you, especially if you're an Israelite. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Let's say he's getting advantage of us. We're not ignorant of his devices. We know why he's doing this. We don't give a damn though. He's still going in the chains regardless of what he does. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright in him. Something wrong with that dude, man. But the just shall live by his faith. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 21. Woe to them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. That's Esau. Because he don't know what the hell he doing. But he try to make it seem like he does. Job chapter 30, verse 8. They were the children of fools, they were children of base men, they were violent in the earth. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. See, that's the thing with Esau. He doesn't deal with reality. If he's forced to deal with reality, Esau gets pissed off. He wants you to buy into He wants you to buy into his lie. And if you don't, you the enemy. That's how twisted this dude is. Psalm chapter 14, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. They are corrupt, they have done abominable works, and there is none that do it good. USA, United States of America. Romans chapter 3, verse 18, there is no fear of Yahweh before his eyes. Now, why is all this taking place? Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof, not where who is he. That's why all this wickedness is allowed. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brother and his neighbor, and he is not. Everybody's on to this freak called Esau Edom. He insists on doing everything totally against the Bible. The only dude on the planet that has what? He tries to play the victim, the villain, and the hero. Now they can't say when they get their punishment, their judgment, 1,000 years of captivity, and then extermination from the planet. They gonna complain like this is not fair, this is not right, because they used to have their will. But think about it like this: the Lord has been very fair with Esau Edom because He gave him leeway. You ran 4 kingdoms. Well, you ran 4 kingdoms into the ground, with this one being the worst. So obviously, you're not fit to rule, but you are fit to be a slave. That's what you were created to do. And what the scriptures say in the book of Genesis, the elder will serve the younger. Esau, the oldest, he came out first. That is your purpose, to be a slave unto the Israelites for 1,000 years until your extermination. Yeah, you ran 4 kingdoms into the ground. It's obvious that you were not fit to rule, with this one being the worst of all. So yeah, the Lord's very fair. And He's gonna be very fair as well in giving you your judgment.
The majority of sex offenders in the West victimize children, and they say about 90% of sexual assaults on children are never even reported. So imagine what the real numbers are. No, you have a pedophilia problem in the West.
Yes, yes, yes. That's why on the internet, those algorithms that they have set in place to catch pedophiles, those are turned off. They want these pedophiles to act a fool because the elites are pedophiles. Look at Biden. Now let's get the scripture. This is pedophiles and homosexuals. That's what your leaders are. You think if they was against this and they had the power to do something about it, you think they would actually do it? Yes, they would if they were against it, but they're not. They with the shits. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If the man also lie with mankind as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them. Romans chapter 1, verse 24. Wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Verse 26. For this cause Yahweh gave them up to vile affections, for even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature. Now let's talk about Esau. Verse 27. And likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman, burning their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of the error which was meet. All this is Esau. Verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do the things which are not convenient. Verse 29. being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers. Verse 30. Backbiters, haters of Yahweh, spiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents. Yeah, they endorse all this. They push all this. Romans chapter 1, verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertains unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination to Yahweh. So this whole country is an abomination. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. And spared not the whole world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. Verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with the overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. Obviously, Esau hadn't learned his lesson because he turned up the ungodliness.
And no matter how much you wish you could, you can't shift that over to us. We're not going to help you justify your sickness.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. These people are sick. And what did your government do? They gave these sick people rights. Now they super stupid. Now they're saying that if you use the wrong pronoun with these people, you can get a felony charge. In other countries, they offering jail time. See how protected they are? So no, this is not a God-fearing nation. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. Sirach chapter 2, verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Unwise king. Psalm chapter 52, verse 3. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than speak righteousness. A lie. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 16. The wise are cautious and avoid danger. Fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. That's Esau. And Esau is cursed. Check this out. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle. Is this not Esau's national mascot on every government seal, every flag? Yeah. Swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongues shall not understand. Check this out. Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shall favor to the young. That's why their targets, other than the Israelites, are the children. Because if you can get them to go off at an early age, they're going to stay going off the rest of their life. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 23. For while they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites. Yeah, they prey upon kids. That's why it's 2,400 children missing in Maui right now. Now you know who behind it. Don't nobody know shit. Don't nobody know what's going on, what happened. Esau. Psalm chapter 73, verse 5. They are not in troubles of the men, neither are they plagued like other men. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. That favor will be shown to the wicked, yet will not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness, they will deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. They will not, because they're not the Lord's people. We are. They are vessels of wickedness, children of the wicked. Book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. For one most of the meat sold his birthright. Profane means outside the temple. The Lord is not dwelling with them. He dwells with the Israelites. In Job chapter 30, verse 8 again, they were children of fools, yeah, children of base men, they were viler than the earth. Vile. That means nasty than all outdoors. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathens. Thou art greatly despised. That's why all of them, they kicked you out of your own G8 something, whatever. You used to be the man behind the podium. Now you in the sticker bushes with binoculars, trying to look through the window, trying to see what Putin them saying. It's stupid. Book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdom thy shame. But see, Esau's man of no integrity. He has no shame. Verse 6, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. Psalm chapter 36, verse 1 to the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of God before his eyes. That's Esau's problem. And it trickled down to being Eve's problem. Eve ain't scared of shit neither. That's why they're going to be destroyed. Psalm chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. That man in the video, yeah, he telling it like it is, as well as other Edomites calling Esau out on his shit. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. Esau despises the word. That's why he trying to rewrite the Bible. Him and Moab, crazy man. Yeah, they despise the word because they're not the Israelites. And they know, I'm pretty sure they know by now, they got captivity coming. So once again, Esau, Moab, pay attention. Just because you change the words in this book does not mean that you change your judgment. Matter of fact, you're making it worse because there are scriptures that says what's going to happen to your ass if you add or take away from scriptures. Yeah, the Lord covered all the bases. He knew exactly what y'all stupid asses was going to do. Matter of fact, let's get them. Yeah, they think that we can change the Bible. That doesn't change your judgment, man. It's already written. Stupid. Go to Revelation chapter 22, verse 18 and 19. This is verse 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. Any man shall add to these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And one of those plagues are slavery. Verse 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the prophets of the book of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. Yeah. Got you in the trick bag, Moab, Esau. Whoever else thinking about rewriting the Bible, you just gonna write yourself into the blessings. That was your plan. How stupid can you be? That stupid. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, they speak not according to this word. It's because there is no light in them. Now they just freestyling, hot 16s, whatever. But now this word, you have to read these scriptures verbatim and the precepts in order to get the full understanding. If not, you're just wasting your time and you risking your life. We can get this one and we can close out. Just like I said, just because you want to rewrite the Bible, Moab, Esau, does not mean you change your judgment. You're making it worse. Matter of fact, this is Psalm chapter 73, verse 17. Until I went to the sanctuary of Yahweh, then I understood therein. Meaning, it don't matter what you do, it don't matter what you say. If it was written as a prophecy to happen, it's gonna happen. And ain't nothing you can do to get out of it. Moab, Esau, just let you know. So, no, Russia is not next, got next. China does not have next. They got next in captivity. Amalekites, y'all got next in captivity. Esau, Amalek, claiming walking around lying to the people for thousands of years, talking about you the chosen people. Yeah, you chosen for something. The only nation in the book, Edom, to be chosen for extermination. And I think Ammon in there too. But don't quote me on it. Matter of fact, let's see if I can find it. I know the scripture says, let me see, Ezekiel chapter 25. Well, it doesn't say they'll be exterminated. It didn't say that about Ammon, but it does say this. Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 10. And to the men of the east with the Ammonites, and will give them in possession, that the Ammonites may not be remembered among the nations. Now, you can take that as they might be exterminated or they might be scattered to the point that they can no longer stand as a nation. I don't know. But this prophecy says that they may not be remembered among the nations. So if you're not going to be remembered among the nations, you're not going to be a nation. Japan, Japanese people, Ammonites. So we'll see how it play out in prophecy. But I know who is slated for extermination. That's you Amalekites and Edomites. And I gotta say, y'all have earned it. And nobody ain't gonna miss your ass. Call all you lama, hiding out with your Howard by Shim Yahweh Shah Hamashiach wa Malaki by Shim Howard Kakorash, Rakathum, the water by Baba, Kwam Yasharal. Shalom.